text will be taken from Psalms chapter 1, verse 1 through 3. There is a wonderful example of how the now generation, when I think of examples of how we should teach the next generation on how to walk before God, David sticks out in my mind as one who has mastered the way that generations need to be taught and to conduct themselves in their lives and in their walk with God. The Amplified version reads, "Blessed, happy, fortunate to be, envy are the undefiled, the upright, truly sincere, and blameless in the way of the revealed will of God, who walk order their conduct and conversation in the law of the Lord, the whole God's revealed will." God pronounces blessings on a man that has a particular way of living while in the presence of others. Why? Just look at those that are in sports or any other lifestyle that puts them in the spotlight. Once he reaches fame or notoriety, everything changes. If we're not careful, we can lose focus on the purpose why God placed us there. We have to stay consistent, obedient, and true to ourselves in the Word of God. We have to let the love of God shine and abide within us. In order for God to continue to pronounce blessings upon our life, we cannot compromise. We don't have to be like the world, but we can make a difference in the world and in the way that we live. And doing this, he does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly, because he does not walk in the ways of his own desires and understanding. Even though we may think we know, we really don't know the ways of God. It's impossible to know the ways of God and his understanding in the way that in the path that he's taken us through as we go down this way of life, because it changes. We go through different trials, with different tribulations, and we, like Joyce said, we come to that bumping road, and all of a sudden, we have to redirect our surroundings or areas and get back into right alignment with God's Word. We have to make sure that we're listening to the right voice of God. And when we listen to the right voice of God, we won't have to be repeaters of his word. I know I make a lot of mistakes in my life. And like Joyce said, I'm sorry to keep going back to you, but I have to go over and over again and telling God, Lord, show me the right way. So that I don't have to go down this road over and over again. Right. I want to get past it.
Amen. Come on now.
Because I'm tired of going through this.
Amen.
And as I prayed, I asked Lord that, I tell the Lord that he knows the desires of my heart. And he knows just how he wants to use me. And I asked him to free me so that I can continue my life to encourage someone else and empower them along the way. So I can tell them the mistakes that I made. So as they go through life, they won't have to repeat it. Or maybe they can go a different route where they will, will say, she told me about this. And I'm going to take a different direction. Once you're giving the word, Pastor is good at giving us the word. And he lives practical. He gives us practical applications to apply that word, to make it applicable for us to live a life that's pleasing to the Lord. I want the presence and the counsel of God, because I want my feet to be shod in the preparation of the gospel. And as I take this journey, Ephesians chapter 6, it says, I want my life, my path to be lighted up, so that when I walk, others will see that light, and my light will shine along the path, so that way, as I walk with God, they won't be taking my steps, but they'll know that I'm walking according to the word of God. And they know that once you in that sight, or in alignment with the word of God, that's a straight way to walk. We are taught to value the counsel of God above all. Your footsteps are ordered, and my footsteps are ordered of the Lord. This lesson says that he values the counsel of God above the counsel of evildoers. How often do we think of the way unbelievers get wealth and attempt to get rich the same way? Look at gambling, for instance. Majority of people will take their tithe money, take it to the casino before they give it to the house of God. When I read blessings of the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, God is saying don't walk with those who will lead you in the wrong direction. This will affect your character and your integrity. David is saying, I don't walk with those who will lead you in the right direction, or to give you godly counsel. When God places you under great leadership, like our bishop, be faithful and be obedient to the man and woman of God that you have been placed under. Stand in the place God has placed you. In your standing, it gives you authority. It gives you power. This man, when sinners entice thee, you don't have to go along with them. Or you know how that little bug get in your ear? Shut it off immediately. Because that's discorrect. It's causing you to go in another direction. It's causing you to hear a strange voice. That's not the voice of God. That's not the voice in which we have been taught to listen to. In my conclusion, when we look at this world,